Hi, hello. So today's move for the day is our snake arm. Some folks refer to it as an arm undulation. And there are variances of, how deep or how small you can make the undulation. We're going to focus pretty much on the beginner level, but there are a few extra levels that you can certainly accomplish. I know personally, I tend to hang around what I would consider the intermediate level for snake arm, but we'll talk about it. Let's see what we can do. So, still in posture, still low, soft bend in the knees, navel to the spine, or neutral spine rather, elongated neutral spine, so lifting off there, and you have your arms out to your sides. Hopefully you can see them. Now, if you recall, I tend to, when I'm talking about posture, I like to see my thumbs from the corners of my eyes, but you can certainly do this with the arm further, just straight out, right and left. I will say though, for my arm position, that my elbow is a little bit lower than my shoulder, so it's not straight out this way. It's got just a little bit of a bend, and you want that, right? So whether your arms are here or if they're here, whichever one feels comfortable to your shoulders, do that one. So that being said, you're going to lead with the shoulder. It's like imagining the shoulders kind of rotating in that socket. The elbow lifts up, and then the arm, or the wrist, floats up, and then floats back down. Right now I'm just focused on the one side here. I believe this will be your left. Going up and down. A couple ways to think of this. Think shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then down. You can think I'm painting the wall with the back of my hand and the palm of my hand. Some people like to turn the elbow back and lift up and then down, so you kind of have a full rotation kind of going on there. It's your choice. The whole goal here is to understand that the shoulder starts, elbow floats up, and then to the wrist, and then down. Let's do the other side. So shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist to the sky, shoulder, elbow, wrist to the ground. Some folks here like to think elbow goes up, leading with the elbow, and then pointing the elbow down. Yep, that's a way to think of it too. Give me a couple ways to think about it. So that way, when you're doing it, you can have something to focus on to give you that arm float that you want, floating up and floating down. Other thing you might notice here is that my range here is pretty big. So I'm pretty much floating all the way up by my head and then coming all the way back down pretty much to my rib cage. I don't drop too far, but you can have a full range. Like, that's okay. No one's gonna be mad at you. So long as you keep that shoulder from really hunching up into the ear, that's what we're trying to avoid. So let's do them both at the same time. What I tell and what I teach in class is that the best arm undulation or snake arm undulation works or looks best when the arms are moving in equal and opposite direction. So if I were to freeze, I should have, this direction up here, arm here, as opposed to like this. You know what I mean? So making sure that they pass by each other in that time in the opposite direction, opposite position as well, right? So snake arm undulation. Yes, it's fun. Join us in class. We talk about this, our Monday drills class, or on Saturday. We definitely dive into moves like this in class. So I shall relax arms. I'll see you in class. Have a good day. Bye.